Hello everybody, welcome to this Verbling class. My name is Teacher Amy and today's class is part of a series on pronunciation where we're looking at the pronunciation of letters and sounds in the English language. So today we're going to be looking at three specific sounds that you can find in the words here, we're and year. So the h, the w and the y sounds. If these sounds are ones that you particularly struggle with, then this is a great class for you to come to so that you can have a bit of practice. We'll be practicing both the speaking of these sounds but also the listening and recognizing the difference between them. Even if these sounds aren't a particular problem to you, this class might be helpful as a sort of overview or just a bit of reinforcement of pronunciation. So if you do have any general pronunciation questions, you are welcome to come and ask in the class too. But we will be focusing particularly on these three sounds this morning. So do come along and join us if you want to practice your pronunciation and get a little bit more confident with your speaking in English. Before we get started, let me give you two links into the chat box. The first link that you'll see there is the link to my Verbling Teacher Facebook page. And if you visit that page, it can be a handy way just to keep in touch with teachers from Verbling as you go through your week. If you have Verbling teacher updates appearing on your Facebook feed, then maybe it will remind you that you've got to be studying your English as you go through the week. It could also be a good resource for funny stuff, useful stuff, helpful English tips that come and go throughout your week. And also, we do post some details on our upcoming classes and stuff like that. So a good thing to follow if you would like to, and if you have Facebook. Other than that, if you do want to find out some more information about any of what you hear, see, or experience here on Verbling, then you can visit one of the Verbling teacher pages. So all of the teachers have one of these, and it's the place you can go to find out more about that teacher. So what you'll see there is a bit about us, our experience and who we are. Also, you'll see our calendar. So if you're interested in coming to more classes with a particular teacher, then you can find them there over the next few weeks or so. And if you really want to make sure you don't miss it, book a slot so that you don't miss out. If you're interested in private tutoring sessions, which is just you and the teacher one-on-one, then you'll also see their private tutoring schedule and you can book a slot from their Verbling teacher page. Finally, if you have any more questions or anything that you want to find out that's not apparent, then do write us a message and we'll get back to you. So, let's say hello to our students this morning or this evening, wherever you are, and see who's here to practice these sounds with us today. So first of all, I'm going to say hello to Basak.
Hello.
Hello, did I say your name right?
Yes, you're right. Thank you.
Yes, excellent. That was a lucky guess. Basak, where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
All right, and which part of Turkey do you live in at the moment?
Oh, really? How was it?
I haven't been to Turkey myself, but I just wondered, do you live in Istanbul, the capital, or do you live in another area?
The capital is Ankara. Istanbul is.
It's not the capital. Well, there you go. I've learned something today already in the first 3 minutes of my own class. Thank you for that, Basak. And where do you live?
Now I'm in United States.
Okay.
Yes, I have been here for 2 months.
All right, and how's it going?
Perfect. I like
Excellent. You like it? Which part of the USA are you in?
Now I'm in Alabama, Enterprise.
Okay, and what are you doing over there? Apart from practicing your English.
Yes, but I couldn't find chance to practice with Americans because here a lot of immigrants here.
That is so funny, isn't it? You go to another country to practice your language and all you do is end up meeting people who are from the same country as you and speaking your own language. It happens to a lot of people, Basak. I totally understand. That's happened to me too. Well, anyway, you've got Verbling to save you. Don't worry.
Yes, I'm my peer. Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Faisal, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Tell me something that's been happening in your life, Faisal.
Um, I'm now studying teacher college.
Yep,
I'm gonna be English teacher.
excellent. What a great choice of career.
Thank you.
And how's it going? How's the studying going? Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, actually, it's good, but not that good. We didn't we yeah, improve, but not that deep in English. Like a hint.
You're sorry, Faisal, I didn't quite catch all of that. Your connection's a little bit shaky. Would you mind just repeating? What did you just say?
Can you hear me now?
That seems to be better, yeah.
Yeah, I am a prof in English, but not really deep in English. Like a hint to teach the children.
Okay, so you're just teaching kind of beginners at the moment.
Yeah, like this.
All right. But that's a really good way of actually increasing your own English skills at the same time as earning money. I do that too with other languages, so it's quite good to use it to your advantage, Faisal. Okay, well, it's good to have you in the class and welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to skip back to David so I don't miss anybody out. Hello, David.
Hi,
How's Colombia today?
well, it's nice, thank you for asking.
I think it's always nice over there, isn't it? I can't imagine you having a bad day in Colombia. It just sounds like such a nice country.
Actually, it's raining, but well, nice.
Alright, I don't mind the rain. I mean, I am British after all.
Yeah, I know, British rain a lot.
Alright, well, good to see you, David. And what's been happening to you lately? Have you been studying hard or working hard or anything exciting going on?
Both, studying and studying.
Both. Just keeping on going.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, welcome to the class. Greg, how are you today?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And how's the lovely Hull? And have you managed to find a job yet?
No, today I was trying to, I think, to outsmart them, but it didn't work.
How did you try to outsmart them, Greg?
I found out about some kind of induction in one place, and I said to them that, I know about in the induction this factor. This is not information for you. This is some information for someone else. I think they didn't like it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right, Greg. Well, it sounds like you're still at least determined about your achievements. You're going to get a job eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so too, but I don't know how long it will take.
Let's hope it won't be too much longer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the class. Always good to have you. And at least you're practicing your English more and more, so that's one benefit.
Yeah, that is good benefit.
And maybe your persuasion skills are improving. All right. Welcome to the class. Carlos, hello.
Hello, teacher. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Have you got any exciting news to share with us this morning or this evening?
Beg your pardon?
I just wondered if you had any news to share with us, Carlos. Has anything happened to you lately that's exciting or unusual?
No, unusual.
Just
Nothing
regular.
news.
Nothing new.
Yeah,
all right,
just
well
regular.
that's okay. How's the studying going?
Oh, pretty hard. Pretty hard.
You're going through a bit of a tough climb up a hill.
Yeah, sometimes you think you get a plateau and feeling like you're stuck a little bit and you advance in the English study. But
Yeah.
you must to going on.
Yeah, you must
Must-
carry on, that's true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. I mean, learning a language is not really like that. It's more like this, right? We all have those moments. Totally understand. We'll keep going, okay? Keep going.
Okay. Thank you.
Who else do we have here? We have Mauro.
Hiya, teacher. How is it
Hello.
going?
Good, thank you, Mauro. Now, Mauro, I'm really sorry, but I don't remember if I've met you before.
No,
or-
it's first time. It's my
First
first
time?
time. Yeah,
Excellent, that
with
makes me
you.
feel better.
I'm very happy to hear your British accent.
Well, thank you, Mauro.
I should stay in Whitechapel
Oh,
forever.
really?
King.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Well, from Spain, from Madrid, but I work in London.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's well, everybody has his own problem. It's my problem now, working in London. Well, no mind.
All right, well, good luck with that, Mauro, and I hope that maybe this
Thank
class
you
will
very
help.
much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Nice to meet you. Sergio. Hello.
Hello, hello everybody.
Welcome. Did I say your name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Excellent. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
All right, well done. And which part of Brazil?
I'm living in Rio now.
Okay, excellent. That's one of the places I know. I am learning a bit more about Brazil, but I'm not good at remembering place names. So tell me, Sergio, why are you learning English?
I'm learning English for first of all for my business, my job.
Mm-hmm.
I work in a Canadian company, and I like enjoying learning language, and English is which I've been working and trying to get better step by step. But yeah, I think I got improvement.
I'm sure, absolutely. Sometimes it's hard, like, to notice exactly how much you're improving. But sometimes what I do is try to look back, a year ago from now and see where you were, and I'm sure that you'll be able to tell you've moved a long way. But you're right, it's a process of step by step with a language. You can't jump. So it's just a case of, like, hard work. But anyway, great to meet you, Sergio. Welcome. And last but not least, we have Tati Tulin.
Yeah, you're right.
Excellent. Can I try it again? Tati Tulin. Where are you from?
Tati Tulin. I'm from Russia, but currently live in Turkey.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've learned the capital of Turkey today is Ankara, and I'm horribly embarrassed.
Yeah. But if you want, you may learn new town for you. Maybe it's a resort city, Antalya.
Ah, okay, and it's a good place for a holiday.
Yeah, I'm here now in Antalya, and I have a rest. I'm on a vacation, and I go to beach every day, sunbathe, and swim in the sea, Mediterranean Sea. It's the best sea in the world, I think.
Absolutely, it's perfect for a summer holiday.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're there in September is even better, right? Because the crowds should have gone by now, mostly.
It isn't crowd now.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Good choice of holiday month. Well done, Taituli. All right, so why are you learning English? And why are you in Turkey?
In Turkey, I'm married, but yes, but I learn English just to improve my English. I want to improve my English advance. Up to advance.
Yep.
That's why I learn English.
All right. Well, there you go. It's great to meet everybody. Welcome. Guys, we're going to start looking at pronunciation for this lesson. And we've got 3 main sounds today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share so that we can follow along together. We're going to basically practice these sounds with different words by themselves, mixing them up, having a bit of listening as well. Some of you will have more problems with some than others. It really depends a lot on your native language. As to whether you find some sounds easier or more difficult in English. But the good news is that actually it's just a case of placing your tongue in the right location or getting your mouth to learn how to get itself around these sounds. And it is totally possible to learn how to pronounce sounds that you find difficult. With practice, you can get there, so have heart. We're going to look at 3 sounds today. I'm going to type them up here for you, and I have got phonetically, you can see what they look like there in case you're wondering. Alright, so if you would like to keep your microphones off for most of the time, that means that you can practice saying these sounds to yourself, and when other people are practicing, you can practice to yourself too without us all talking over each other. But if I do ask you specifically, then you can switch on your mic and then we'll have a little practice so that I can hear how you're going. So do feel free to have lots of practice and repeat lots of stuff this lesson and make the most of it so that when I come to you, you've had a practice and you're at your best. Alright, so key things about these sounds are that they only happen before a vowel sound. So if you can see here, these words all have a vowel straight after them. And these three sounds always come before a vowel sound. We're going to start with number 1, which is this sound here, haha. And I just said it. I used the other version of here, which was that, but they're pronounced exactly the same. So what we're all going to do is just keep your microphones off and have a practice saying here, okay? This is a really breathy H sound. Some students do find this a little bit difficult. So what we're going to do is I'm going to type some words. We're going to aim for the middle, okay? The middle of the 3 words is what you want to look for. So as I'm typing, feel free to just have a practice to yourself. And then I'm going to get you to go through and we'll read them all out so that we can practice together and perhaps notice any mistakes that we're making. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see all of that. If I move it down there we go. Alright, so up first is Basak, because you're at the first of the list, Basak. What I would like you to do is just to read out these words, please, from old all the way down to sheet.
Okay. Old, hold, old, art, heart, art, force, horse, force, sheet, heat, sheet.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. What a great start, Basak. All right, Carlos, it's your turn.
Okay. Old, hold, old, art, heart, art, force, horse, force, sheet, heat, sheet.
Excellent. All right. Now I'm just going to speak to Carlos and Basak with this, and probably we'll see how the rest of you go. These ones are really nicely pronounced in this particular context. There's no sentence, there's nothing. We're just looking at words and reading. It's very important that we get the really long E sound, which is not the focus of today's lesson. But there's definitely a difference between these words. And you don't want to mispronounce sheet and end up saying that, because that's actually not a very nice word. So we want really, really long E sounds from you guys, okay? Sheet, heat, sheet. I'm going to get rid of those. And I'm going to go to David. Your turn, David. If you're there. Are you there, David? I can see you've been coming in and out a bit. Maybe you've got connection problems. So let's see if we move to Greg, who'll come back to you. Greg, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cool.
Old, hold, old, art, heart, art, force, horse, force, sheet, heat, sheet.
Beautiful. Well done, Greg. Mauro, your turn.
Old, hold, hold. Ar, har, har. Force, horse, for. Sheet, heat, sheet.
Good. All right. Now, let's try this line again. You need to be very clear whether you're saying hold or old. So old, hold, old.
Old, hold, old.
Well done. And also, don't forget, Mauro, at the end of the words, you need to pronounce the T. So art, heart, art.
Mm-hmm. Art, heart, art.
Beautiful. Now, I just want to point out at this moment that native speakers are obviously quite lazy with some sounds. However, they can be lazy because they don't have any problems with any of the other sounds in the language. And
No.
so therefore they can be understood. Yeah?
Sorry for the reason. Sometimes art, the R, the British people doesn't pronounce art or don't pronounce art, and sometimes I get lost.
That's a very good point, Mara. It's exactly what I was about to bring up. The problem is that because we have lots of different accents in English, and because native speakers get lazy, there's several ways of pronouncing these words if you're a native speaker. But if you're not a native speaker, it's very important to pronounce all the different sounds. Yeah. So that you can be understood, because your accent may throw people off, or etc. So, well done. Thanks for pointing that out, Mauro.
Thank you very much.
All right, Sergio, you're up next.
Okay. Ode, hold, ode. Art, heart, art. Force, horse, force. Sheet, heat, sheet.
Perfect. Well done. And Taiti Tulin.
Yeah.
Could you read out the sounds, please?
Okay. Ode, hold, ode. Art, heart, art. Force, horse, force. Sheet, hate, sheet.
Good. This word here, Taiti Tulin, has exactly the same vowel sound as sheet. So sheet, heat, sheet.
Sheet, heat, sheet.
Well done. It's sometimes maybe a little bit trickier to get the vowel sound correct after an H, but that was much better. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is, that was quite easy because we only had to really say individual words. I'm going to type you a couple of other words to get your head around. And then, if I get rid of that, I'm going to give you a sentence, okay? So if you want to have a practice with your mic off while I'm typing, feel free. Alright, so we've got a list of words. What we're going to do is read through them and then attempt this bit of a tongue twister sentence at the bottom. So, Baisak, your turn first.
Okay.
Or sorry, Basak. If you could go for all of these words and then the sentence.
Okay. Hair, hat, who, hat, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hate horses.
Well done. This one here, don't forget the head, because otherwise it just sounds the same as this word, okay, which is quite different. So this is ahead.
Ahead.
Yeah. And this is in the past tense, so hated, not hate. Hated.
Hated.
Perfect. Well done. You've got a very nice h sound, Basak.
Thank you.
Carlos, your turn.
Okay. Hair, head, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hated horses.
Beautiful. This is habit, Carlos.
Habit.
Good. So you need to really emphasize those two syllables, not habit, okay? Well done.
Okay, great.
David, are you there?
Of course, I am.
Yay! Okay, welcome. Could you read out these words, please, and then the sentence?
Yeah, sure. Hair, hat, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hate horses.
Good. This is hitchhikers. Hitchhikers.
Hitchhikers who hate horses.
Good. Don't forget the same with Basak. This is in the past tense, David, so it's hated. Who hated horses?
Hate.
Perfect. All right, well done. Now, David, your native language is Spanish, and I just want to say that you've got a very good h sound, because a lot of the time the h comes through as a very strong if you're native speaker of Spanish. So well done. You've obviously practiced that a lot. Great sound.
Thank you.
Greg, your turn.
Okay. Her, had, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hated horses.
Beautiful. Very nice sound too, Greg. Well done. Maro, your turn.
Well, here, had, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had an habit of helping each hiker who hated horses.
Well done. So you managed.
It's quite tricky, isn't it?
Yes, that's the whole point, Maro. All right. One more time. Sentence one more time. Go for it again.
Harry had an habit of helping hitchhiker who hated horses.
Well done. This one is horses. Yeah. All right. Now, if you miss out the H sound in English, it's not the end of the world because you can still be understood. However, you are at risk of sounding like a Londoner, so just to point that one out, okay? Sergio, your turn.
Okay. Here, had, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hated horses.
Well done. Very good h sound. And Taiti Tulin, your turn.
Okay. Have, had, who, ahead, perhaps, behave. Harry had a habit of helping hitchhikers who hated horses.
Beautiful. Thank you. And Taiti Tulin, your vowel sounds are also beautiful. Well done. Okay, so guys, what I just mentioned there is that if you're in London, you may notice that many people who have a strong London or Cockney accent actually miss out the H. So all of these words would sound different, and although it's very, it's not recommended that you do this yourself, it's quite good to understand that there are certain accents that do miss out this sound, in especially the UK, and I'm trying to think if that happens in the USA. I don't think so. Yeah, comments?
There's one thing that with the H which was quite surprising, because I noticed that H in people sometimes just is not H, it's just this at the beginning. It is like E. E do it and stuff like that. They drop it, it's longer E. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it common in British English?
Yep, dropping the H, but only really in London. I'm trying to think of any other accents, Greg, because in Hull, no, they usually say the H. In London, it's very common. In other parts of the country, not so much.
I know that they drop H in some words. I didn't pay attention on which words, because I usually try to say it in the best ways as I can, and later try to understand them.
Absolutely, that's very good advice, Greg. Personally, I don't drop the H, and also it's a lower class thing to do. Obviously, you guys are probably familiar with it in the UK that we have quite a sort of class system still around, and if you drop the H, it's sort of a kind of obvious sign that you're from the working class or somewhere on that sort of level of society.
This thing which I still don't get it, but
don't worry about that, Greg. I don't think even English people get that.
Amy, could you read like a London accent this sentence?
This one? Yeah. Harry had an habit of helping hitchhikers who hated horses.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So yeah, It's pretty different. But you will have to find someone with a really strong Cockney accent to get that particular pronunciation. All right. So guys, that one's aside. I think overall you've done really well with that. We will come back to it at the end of class. We're going to look at the next one, which is this W sound. And this can be occasionally tricky. In some words more than others. In some words more than others. It depends what we've got. So what we're going to do is the same thing again. I'm going to type some words out, and I want you guys to focus on getting the middle one correct. So turn off your mics. Have a quick practice. And we're going to go and see if we can do these ones. So I'm going to start this way, the other way around, to give Paul Bussack a bit of a break. And Toti Tulin, I'm sorry, but you're up first.
Okay. West, west, west. Of air, aware, of air. Good, wood, good. Win, win, win.
Good, very good. Let's just try these three here. A little bit too ooey, okay? It's more like So good, wood, good.
Good, wood, good.
Much better. Very good. Haha. Okay. Sergio, your turn.
Okay. Vast, vast, vast. Aware, aware, affair. Good, wood, good. Win, win, win.
Good. Okay, just try this line one more time.
Win, win, win.
Very good. Much better. All right. Maro, your turn.
West, west, west. Aware, aware, aware. Good, wood, good. Win, win, win.
Good. Just try the last line one more time, Maro.
Win, win, win.
All right, this one's tricky for some of you, I know.
Yep.
Because you've got to have the g coming from the back of your throat quite strongly before you go to the w, okay? So if you can just practice after me, Mauro, just make the g sound. Just by itself, so g.
G.
That's great. So all you need to do is have that sound coming slightly before the w, so you've got gwyn.
Gwyn.
That's better. Yeah, it's almost as if you've got two syllables. So it's gwyn.
Gwyn.
Win.
Gwyn. Win. Gwyn.
Much better. Well done.
Thank
Not
you.
that gwyn is a word that you're going to be saying very often.
Yeah.
But still, there are other words, I'm sure, that have that problem. So, Greg, your turn.
Okay. West, 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 west of air, aware of air, good, wood, good, gwyn, win, gwyn.
Well done. Now, Greg, you've got a really great pronunciation of these words here. And I noticed that the difference between the v and the w is one of the trickier things for you, but you've got it perfect in that, so well done.
One thing, just technical question about this. It is of air, or of air?
Can
Because,
you repeat the question?
because sometimes I know people, one of the advice, it is not really of,
Right.
but just of.
Yep, exactly. This word here is actually pronounced as if it were that, okay? And this is the one that has a f sound. So this is off, and this is of. Always. There is no pronunciation of this word that has an F sound. So,
Okay.
of air, literally, like that, okay?
Okay. Of air. Okay.
Good question. Thank you, Greg. David, your turn.
Okay. West, west, west. Of air, aware of air. Wood, wood, wood. Wind, wind, wind.
Good. Well done, David. You could probably benefit from doing what Mauro did and try and just, with your mic off, practice the g and then going into win. Gwyn, okay?
Wind. Okay.
Carlos.
Okay. Vast, west, vast. Of air, aware, of air. Good, wood, good. Green, win, win.
Well done. Superb. Thank you, Carlos. And last but not least, Basak.
Hello. West, west, west. Of air, aware, of air. Good, wood, good. Giving, win, giving.
Very good. So try to merge the gw sounds a little bit more so that you've got gwyn, gwyn.
Gwyn, win, gwyn.
Very good. Well done. Okay, guys, we're going to do what we did with the last sound. I'm going to give you some specific w sounds. So turn your mics off, have a quick practice, and then we'll give you a bit of a tongue twister sentence. All right, so Taiti Tulin, you're going to go first, please.
Okay. Wage, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Perfect. Well done. What a great start. I just want to point out at this moment, guys, that this W sound, the W, actually comes in lots and lots of English words without the letter present, right? There are many ways of creating this sound, so do keep your eye out for it. Okay, Sergio, your turn.
Okay. Wage, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Well done. Also perfect. Super duper. Mauro.
Yeah. Wage, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Super duper, guys. Well done, because this is tricky not only because of the W but the vowel sound, so you're doing amazingly. Greg.
Okay. Wait, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Very good. Now, Greg, your speaking is already your pronunciation is very good, and I noticed that you do some really nice things like combine the sounds together, like went away, which makes it very nice for me to listen to. So keep working on that because you can do more of it, okay? You could do it again between lots of. And if you listen when native speakers speak...
You're thinking about the linking, pausing, intonation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I start reading about it, but I try to more imitate because there's a lot of rules just because the cancellation, there's actually what I noticed, there's maybe four or five things in the same time.
Yeah, it's absolutely, you're going about it the right way because the rules are impossible to remember. The best thing to do is imitate and keep going with that because you can go further and become a very good speaker. So well done.
Okay.
David.
Okay. Wait, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Beautiful. Well done. Thank you, David. Carlos.
Wait, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Well done, excellent. Good work. And last but not least, Basak.
Wage, what, one, language, quick, square. Wendy went away twice a week to a place where there were lots of whales.
Beautiful, thank you, Basak. Now, you've just read it out perfectly with what I was referring to when I was talking to Greg. Some really nice connection between the words. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, guys, last sound for today, before we combine them a little bit. This is the y sound, and this is a little bit off-putting when you look at the phonetics because it looks like a J, right? But actually, it's not the same as that letter in some of your languages, so it is one to be wary of. So switch off your mics and have a little practice of this. Don't forget the sound is y, okay? So the ones in the middle are the ones that we're going to try to get correct, and the other ones are just there to try and put you off, okay? Right, so we're going to start with Basak again. If you wouldn't mind, Basak, you can go first.
Okay, joke, yoke, joke, jow, your, jow, fool, full, full, pleasure, player, pleasure.
Well done. There's particularly tricky ones in this. I just want to point out that the depending on your accent, if you speak the vowels in a British way, these have exactly the same vowel sound. So it would be jaw, your, jaw. If you are speaking an American accent, they're slightly different. So jar, your, jar. But you need to decide, really, guys, which one you're going to use and go for that. So, Basak, can you just read that again?
Jow. Am I right? Can I hear your...
Yeah, sure. If you want to use more of an American accent, you need to... There's just one vowel sound, so don't be put off by the spelling, okay? So they pronounce it jar.
Okay. Jar, your, jar.
That's better. Okay, well done. Carlos.
Joke, yoke, joke. Jaw, your, jaw. Fool, feel, fool. Pleasure, player, pleasure.
Beautiful. Carlos, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, that was perfect vowel sounds. Well done. David.
Okay. Joke, joke, joke. Ja, joke, jam. Fool, fuel, fool. Pleasure, player, pleasure.
Well done. Don't forget, David, that this L here has no pronunciation whatsoever. It's silent, okay? So it's pronounced the same as that.
Okay, joke.
All right, Greg.
Okay. Joke, yoke, joke, ja, your, ja, fool, fuel, fuel, fool, pleasure, player, pleasure.
Well done. Now, if I were you, Greg, because your pronunciation, and I don't know whether this is because you're living in the UK, it's more British than American. Okay. So I would go for this in the same way I pronounce it, which is jaw.
Jaw.
It rhymes with door for me, okay?
So, Joe, Doyo, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Mauro, your turn.
Yeah. Joke, joke, joke. Joe, your, Joe. Fool, fool, fool. Pleasure, player, pleasure.
Good. This one's a little bit tricky because what you have to do here, Mauro, is get the y sound into it. So fuel.
Fuel.
Yes, exactly. It's like you're saying this word with an L on the end, right? Fuel.
Okay. Fuel.
That's better. Well done. Sergio.
Okay. Joke, yoke, joke. Jaw, your jaw. Fool, fear, fool. Pleasure, player, pleasure.
Well done. And last but not least, Tighty Toolin.
Okay. Joke, york, joke. Jaw, your jaw. Fool, fuel, fool. Pleasure, player, pleasure.
Perfect. That was the perfect imitation of more of a British sound, Tighty Toolin, okay? This one here is yoke.
York, york,
Yep.
york, york.
It's exactly the same vowel sound as joke. Joke, yoke.
Joke, yoke.
There you go. That's absolutely perfect. Well done. All right, same as we're going to do with this one, guys. You have been working very hard, so I'm going to give you some more words. Yes.
I'm sorry. May I interrupt?
Sure.
I have a question about some word like pleasure, treasure, teacher. The British native speaker don't pronounce the R.
Yeah.
Treasure. Is correct.
Correct.
Repeat the same structure, the same pattern. Treasure, teacher, or something like that. Is it correct?
That's correct,
Or-
Mauro. Yep. So in the UK, you're absolutely right. These words are pronounced as if they have a sort of an A sound on the end by British. So I say teacher, pleasure,
Teacher.
treasure.
Okay.
But if you're from the USA or you want to imitate that accent, teacher, pleasure, treasure. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Great question. I'll get rid of those. All right, guys. So these are the last words for this sound, and I've got a nice sentence for you. So have a little practice with your microphone off. All right. Off you go when you're ready, Basak.
Okay. Year, used, euro, few, cure, few, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we are used to it.
Well done. And I was really trying to trip you up that time. And you self-corrected for this word here, which was view, right? Well done. Okay, Carlos.
Okay. Ear, used, euro, feel, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we are used to it.
Very good. Now this is a little bit tricky in another way, because this word here can be pronounced in two ways. We can either say used with a Z or used with an S. And if we're talking about the verb to use, as in I like using a pencil more than a pen, it's the Z sound. But if we're using the past thing as we do here, we didn't used to, as in something that we did not do frequently in the past, or that we did do frequently, or we are familiar with something, which is both of these cases here, then we use the S sound. So we didn't used to use euros, but now we're used to it. We started using them. If it's a verb, we always use the Z sound, so that's a bit of a helper there.
Okay.
So Carlos, this last one is now we're used to it. Yeah.
Used to it.
Perfect. David.
GR, use, euro, few, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we are used to it.
Very good. Well done. Greg.
Okay. year, used, euro, few, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we're used to it. So
Very good. Very good with the S's, and that was very good. Well done. Mauro. Nope, and he's disappeared. He's too scared about doing this one. Sergio.
Okay. Year, used, euro, few, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we're used to it.
Now we're used to it.
Used to it.
Well done. Well done, Sergio. Okay, Mauro, are you back?
Yeah. I had a problem with my AP, my computer.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sorry.
no, never mind. It's my
All right.
fault. Year, used, euro, few, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we're used to it.
Very good, Mauro. Perfect. Well done. Okay,
Thank you very
Taiti Tulin.
Year, used, euro, few, cure, view. We didn't used to use euros in Europe, but a few years ago we started using them, and now we are used to it.
Beautiful. Well done, everybody. Okay. Now, what we're going to... Question?
Yeah, just a simple question about the flow. If we didn't used to it, I was thinking that one of the advice was always about the advice because sometimes I just, think about this idea watching this video, and they're always thinking to make a flow, sometimes it is better to just drop T in the word didn't, in the words didn't. So it is not didn't, it just didn't. And later there's a next letter. I don't know how it works in the UK.
So you mean skip out this T here?
Yes, because sometimes people, there's one of these advice that it make just help the flow.
That's absolutely a good point, Greg, because if I said this sentence, I would pronounce it, I didn't want to do it. I wouldn't say I didn't want to do it, because the T stops the flow exactly as you mentioned. However, there is what we call like a kind of glottal stop. There's still a tiny, tiny sound. I didn't want to do it. If you want to look up that, look up the, I think it was an A. Look this up on the internet, and you'll find a lot of information about how that works. But yes, if you want to keep the flow, at the end of didn't, you can miss out the real strong T sound so that you can go nicely into the next word.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. Great questions from you today. Okay, what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to give you a list of words, and I want you to basically choose the odd one out. So, one of the words begins with a different sound to the rest of them, and you need to tell me which one it is. So just take a few moments maybe to test them out with your mics off, and then I'm going to ask you. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is to read the full words and then tell me which is the odd one out, okay? So firstly, I'm going to ask Taiti Tulin to do number 1, please.
Okay. Union, used, under, university.
And
All words.
There's one of those that begins
No,
with
from 1 to 6 shall I read?
No, just number 1, Taiti Tulin. Which is
What
the
should
odd
I do?
What I want you to do is when you're reading, try to notice that one of these words has a different sound at the beginning. Ignore the spelling.
Under.
Well done. Very good. Because the rest of them have the y sound, right? This sound here.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay, number 2 is for Sergio.
Okay, number 2. Water will whole window.
And which is the odd one? Yep, this one here, because it's a h sound, right? This sound here. Well done. Okay, Mauro, your turn, number 3.
Okay, number 3. When, who, where, which. When, who, where, which, where, who.
Very good, well done. That's because it has a h, right?
Yep.
Greg, your turn for number 4.
Okay. Year, euro, uniform, und tie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Year?
No.
I know.
Let's just say them again, Greg, and notice, just try to listen to yourself rather than looking at the spelling, okay?
Year, euro, uniform, und tie.
Still not sure?
Still not sure.
All right, let's see what David says. David, can you tell us what number 4 is?
Okay, year, euro, uniform, und tie. 18 year, euro.
No.
18 no.
Not euro.
Und tie.
Yes, it's actually untie, guys, because this is an sound, right? Whereas the others start with the y, ear, y, euro, y, uniform, untie. Okay? Alright, so David, can you do we'll skip to Carlos for number 5, please?
Okay. Health, honest, health, happy.
Honest.
Yeah. Actually, this is pronounced honest, Carlos. We don't pronounce the H in this. It's a silent H, okay?
Or a trick. Honest.
It is a trick,
Honest.
yeah. To be honest with you. Yeah, exactly. Alright, and last but not least, Basak, number 6.
One, right, world, waste, right.
Very good, because it has the R sound. Alright, excellent work from all of you today. Proud of yourselves. Hopefully you've tweaked your pronunciation a little bit. I'm going to let you go now. If you'd like to practice pronunciation again in another class, but this time in the context of reading, then do come and join me in about 3 minutes for the next class. Other than that, take care, have a great evening, and I hope to see you all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.